Let me tell you a story. A long time ago in film school, I had an assignment to analyze a couple of match cuts. One of them being a part of 2001's A Space Odyssey. And my teacher claimed it to be the greatest match cut of all history. If you don't know what a match cut is, it's two scenes that transition into each other through sound or action that represent time passing or a fluid motion that brings the viewer into the next scene. Now, a lot of scenes do this, and sometimes when making a film, they don't even know that they're doing it. Here's one example, and here's another. Now, the scene from A Space Odyssey is about 15 seconds long, and after watching it, I said to myself, wow, this scene sucks poopy ass dick. I wrote a response about it, and I sent it to my teacher. One day later in class, he shouts me out and reads my response. I said something along the lines of, this scene is sloppily edited. The teacher then explained to me the meaning of the scene, saying, the match cut represents human evolution from bone to spaceship. Like I didn't know that before. He didn't even mention the fact that I say the scene is really sloppily edited. He just misses it. And then all the pretentious kids in the class suck his dick and agree with him. And then we never talk about the thing ever again. I've never watched a 2001 Space Odyssey for obvious reasons. It's just that I'm not interested. And it's not like I don't know how to watch the classics. Like, I like Eraserhead, I like A Clockwork Orange, but I want to watch films that interest me. If you're a filmmaker and you want to get inspiration, just watch the films you're interested in. Because if you keep watching the films that everyone else says are good movies or classics, you'll be a pretentious fuck and you'll make shit like this. Where was I? Oh yeah, this abortion of a scene. So the first 15 minutes of the film are on prehistoric Earth, which is fine. I assume that these creatures are Australopithecus, but I don't think they actually were really thinking about it at the time. So we're just calling monkey men. Anyways, at the end of this hominid scene begins the match cut. The match cut is made up of 2 shots, but you'll need the first 2 before that to understand what's happening. Otherwise, you'll be lost. But here, let me just show you the scene in general. Okay, you see that bullshit? Okay, let me just slow it down for you. First, the monkey man throws a bone in the air. The second shot is the bone flying. The third shot is that same bone flying in the air and slowly coming down. And then, the final shot cuts to a spaceship falling. You see what I mean by sloppy editing? I mean, look at it. Did they really need 2 shots of the bone? And what is that? I didn't even know that was a spaceship at first. I thought it was like a chewed piece of steak. And why is it falling to the left side of the screen? And are you ready for the best part? Watch this shit. It doesn't even match. It's called a match cut, you fucking amateur. Oh, but it doesn't matter. It's a part of a great movie, so automatically every shot in the movie is great. It's genius. That's how it works. If I did that shit, I'd be called an asshole. They'd call me retarded. I'd be the laughingstock of my film school. And that will happen if I do that shit. Trust me. Now, if I had the option to redo this scene and still make it a match cut, I have 2 options. My first option would be to get rid of the bone and replace it with a rock. Early humans created the first stone axes with these, and they were much more advanced and useful than a bone. I mean, have you ever played Minecraft? A nigga would look gay if he had a bone in his hands. Now, you give this nigga a rock, and he'd be ballin'. You know what I'm saying? And when the monkey was, let's say, slamming the rock on I don't know, the cow bone or whatever, every time he raised his hand up and he swung it down and bring it back up, it would be replaced with a different item. And it would kind of show the future of humans' intelligence and their progress throughout time until we finally lead up to like a welding tool that fixes a spaceship. Now, after that first idea, I know that some of you are probably thinking that my suggestion is retarded. You want to see the bone. The bone is important. Fuck rocks. Bones are cool. Well, don't worry, motherfuckers. I got you covered with option 2. Let's say the monkey man throws the bone in the air. Let's have a shot of the bone flying in the air and then going back down to the ground, and it stands upright. It stands upright, and then we have a match cut to a spaceship ready to take off and fly into space. How about that, huh? Is that a little better? However, even if these ideas were good, nobody would listen to me. Nobody likes me anyway. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Welcome to the Quest for Excellence, where I talk about dumb shit. I'm gonna give this scene a score of chicken tartare. I mean, I am actually embarrassed that the director, this guy, approved of this scene. Maybe it's just me, or maybe everyone's retarded. I don't know. I pick the latter. Good night, everybody.